Atorvastatin is used to lower cholesterol in people with high cholesterol in their blood, which also helps prevent heart attacks and strokes. To understand why high cholesterol can be such a serious risk for our health, let's first dive deeper into what cholesterol is. Cholesterol is an essential substance and supports natural functions such as producing hormones such as testosterone and estrogen, producing vitamin D, and producing bile acid to aid in digestion. Our body has two main sources of cholesterol. The first is our body's natural production, where it's primarily made by the liver. And the second is being from the cholesterol that we consume through our diet. Cholesterol is transported to our organs through our blood. Because cholesterol is insoluble in blood, it travels in the form of lipoproteins. Lipoproteins are proteins that combine with cholesterol and allow for its flow through the bloodstream. There are two types of lipoproteins: low-density lipoproteins, abbreviated as LDLs, and high-density lipoproteins, abbreviated as HDLs. The lipoproteins differ in the way they transport cholesterol and how they interact with our body. Low-density lipoproteins, or LDLs, take cholesterol from the liver and deliver it to our various body parts through our bloodstream. Conversely, high-density lipoproteins, or HDLs, take excess or unused cholesterol from our body's tissues and transports it back to the liver. It is at the liver where the cholesterol is then removed from our body. Thus, LDL is traditionally known as bad cholesterol because it is the culprit for cholesterol buildup in our blood vessels, while HDL is known as good cholesterol as it removes the excess cholesterol from our body. To understand why high cholesterol, and specifically why high LDL cholesterol, can be especially dangerous for our health, let's look at how cholesterol flows through the bloodstream. First, let's look at how blood flows in a healthy individual with healthy cholesterol levels. Your blood vessels transport blood cells, oxygen, and other essential nutrients to our vital organs, such as our heart and our brain. With healthy cholesterol levels, and specifically healthy LDL levels, the blood can flow unrestricted to our various body parts. However, as LDL cholesterol levels begin to increase, problems can start to arise. LDL is primarily responsible for the buildup of fatty deposits known as plaque in your blood vessels. With higher LDL levels, more LDL can begin to build up on the blood vessels, forming these plaque deposits. The plaque buildup will then narrow the blood vessels and block blood cells from flowing to our major vital organs, such as your heart or your brain. Consequences of high LDL can get very severe when these plaque buildups break and form clots in our blood vessels. With these blood clots, blood vessels become completely blocked, and thus blood, nutrients, and oxygen cannot be adequately supplied to our heart or our brain. This can cause serious consequences, such as heart attack or strokes. So then, how do we get high cholesterol? There are two main sources of cholesterol in our body: the cholesterol produced naturally by our body and the cholesterol that we get from the food that you eat. Your liver naturally makes most of the cholesterol that you need to live a healthy life. And thus, high cholesterol is often a consequence of your lifestyle, with your diet being one of the main potential culprits. Specifically, saturated fats is the main nutrient that we consume in our daily diets that can cause high cholesterol. Saturated fats are known to increase LDL levels in our bloodstream. And thus, with the higher LDL levels, forming the plaque on our blood vessels that can potentially break and form blood clots that lead to heart attacks and strokes. Research also suggests that saturated fats may decrease the ability for our cells to bind with the LDL and extracted cholesterol from the bloodstream, and thus increasing the LDL levels in our bloodstream. Thus, a diet high in saturated fats, with usual suspects such as red meat, fried foods, processed foods, in addition to baked goods and high-fat dairy products, will all likely increase your cholesterol levels. Another culprit of your lifestyle that may lead to high cholesterol is a lack of exercise. Lack of exercise may lead to a decrease in your HDL levels, which in turn means less LDL that is being transported back to your liver for removal, thus increasing the overall cholesterol in your blood, increasing the risk for plaque buildup, plaque breaking to form blood clots, leading to heart attacks and strokes.